The Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, Phase 4 features all of the Marvel Studios productions released from 2021 through 2022. It's the first phase in the franchise to include television series alongside television specials marketed as Marvel Studios Special Presentations, with Marvel Studios developing several event series for the streaming service Disney Plus in addition to the feature films that it was already set to produce. Animation in the phase was produced by Marvel Studios Animation. Phase 4 began with the series WandaVision, which premiered in January 2021, while the first theatrical film in this phase was Black Widow, which was released in July 2021 by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. The phase concluded with the television special The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special in November 2022. The films of the phase include Black Widow with Scarlett Johansson returning as Natasha Romanoff/Black Widow, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings starring Simu Liu, The Ensemble Eternals, the sequel Spider-Man. No Way Home from Sony Pictures releasing with Tom Holland returning as Peter Parker/Spider-Man, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness with Benedict Cumberbatch returning as Dr. Stephen Strange Thor, Love and Thunder, with Chris Hemsworth returning as Thor and Black Panther, Wakanda Forever with Letitia Wright returning as Shuri/Black Panther. The Disney Plus television series of the phase include WandaVision with Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany in the title roles, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier with Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan in the title roles, the first season of Loki, starring Tom Hiddleston, the first season of the animated What If narrated by Jeffrey Wright, Hawkeye starring Jeremy Renner and Haley Steinfeld, Moon Knight starring Oscar Isaac, Ms. Marvel starring Iman Vellani, and She-Hulk, Attorney at Law starring Tatiana Maslany. The special presentation television specials Werewolf by Night, starring Gal Garcia Bernal, and the ensemble The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, and the series of short films I Am Groot starring Vin Diesel are also included in this phase. Phase 4, along with Phase 5 and Phase 6, constitutes the multiverse saga. So Phase 4 of the MCU is another step for future developments in the MCU, focusing on the multiversal concepts pre-existing in the MCU and the introduction of new heroes and villains in the MCU. We can experience the comic-alike heroes and villains in upcoming movies or series. There have been many anticipated cameos seen throughout all of Phase 4 movies. So in this video, we are going to witness the top 5 most anticipated cameos in the MCU Phase 4. So Marvel enthusiasts, which is your favorite cameo in this Phase 4 of the MCU? If I missed any of them, just let me know in the comments section below. So let's get started. Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock in Spider-Man: No Way Home. We all witnessed the introduction of Venom in Spider-Man 3 in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man universe, but we all were waiting for Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock Venom to feature in the MCU movies. In the mid-credits scene of Spider-Man: No Way Home, the movie's multiversal shenanigans claim another victim. While Doc Ock, Electro, the Green Goblin, the Sandman, and the Lizard were all fighting 3 Spider-Men in New York, Tom Hardy's Venom spent the whole movie in a bar catching up on the events of the MCU. In that specific scene, Eddie was talking with the bar attendant and gaining information about the Avengers, Iron Man, etc., which he doesn't know, and these characters don't appear in his universe. So he's certainly interested in being present in the new universe, but bad luck. No sooner is Hardy's Eddie Brock brought into the MCU when he's taken back out of it as Doctor Strange's spell repairs the multiverse, and he goes back to the Sony universe. Gotta feel sad for Eddie. But guys, what do you think about Eddie coming back to MCU, where we can again experience the epic battle between Spider-Man or Doctor Strange or some other character? Guys, let me know in the comments which Marvel characters want to fight against Venom. Jonathan Majors as He Who Remains in Loki. Another twist and turn and jaw-dropping incident that happened in the MCU is the introduction He Who Remains. After finding out that the TVA is a big elaborate lie in the 4th episode of Loki's first season and defeating Alioth in the penultimate episode, the trickster god and his female counterpart Sylvie made it to the Citadel at the end of time, the finale. There, they were promised that they would meet the space-time overlord pulling the strings at the TVA, a variant of Kang the Conqueror. But in that Loki series, we can certainly see Kang talking about the scared timeline. But in future MCU movies, we can see the much more protagonist role of Kang, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, and Kang Dynasty movie. Matt Murdock in Spider-Man: No Way Home. Spider-Man: No Way Home featured many Easter eggs, cameos, which all the Marvel fans enjoyed in each and every sequence of the movie. But the most important is the introduction of the blind, superhuman character, the good lawyer Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil. After the Daily Bugle revealed his secret identity to the public, Peter Parker found himself in a spot of legal bother at the beginning of Spider-Man: No Way Home. So he hired a really good lawyer, Matt Murdock. Matt's cameo in No Way Home brought Netflix's Daredevil series into the MCU canon. We could later see Matt's much more screen time in the Disney Plus series She-Hulk Attorney at Law, where we can witness much more action and screen time of this character in the MCU, which was much more in Spider-Man No Way Home, where not only did he get Peter out of trouble, he saved him from a flying brick. Anyway, we can wait and see much more Daredevil characters in the MCU movies or series. The quick cameo of the Quicksilver. In WandaVision, Wanda Maximoff created a sitcom Fantasyland to cope with her grief. She brought back the love of her life, Vision, and fabricated two sons, Billy and Tommy. The Vision wasn't the only loved one that Wanda lost. She also lost her brother Pietro, and she brought him back too. Sort of. Siblings Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch began their Marvel Comics lives as mutant characters who hung out with the Avengers, which once they had been reimagined as characters who got their powers from the Infinity Stones. With the Scarlet Witch's own TV show, WandaVision, premiered, many fans were on the edge of their seats, waiting to see if Marvel Studios had recouped the X-Men. But when Pietro made an appearance, he wasn't played by the MCU's Aaron Taylor Johnson. He was played by Evan Peters from the 20th Century Fox X-Men series. Wanda would get to be a mutant again. The surprise appearance of Evan Peters, who played Quicksilver in the 20th Century Fox X-Men movies as Wanda's super speed brother Pietro, Quicksilver, who in the MCU had died in Age of Ultron, only drove speculation into a frenzy. Carol Danvers and Bruce Banner in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. We have the big gun Shang-Chi. We have seen Wong appear before Shang-Chi and Katie, the sorcerer whisking the pair away, seemingly to the Sanctum Sanctorum. Their two Avengers speak over hologram, Captain Marvel and Bruce Banner. They examine the Ten Rings and find that they're acting as a beacon of some kind for something or someone in space. None of the heroes are sure who they could be calling, but Wong warns Shang-Chi and Katie that their lives are about to get drastically different now that they're heroes. But taking the case of Captain Marvel, we can connect it with Ms. Marvel in the post-credit scene, Kamala sucked into a void, smashing through the door of the closet. Someone emerges, but instead of Kamala, it's her hero Carol Danvers, who's looking extremely confused, only growing more so as she sees she's in a room full of drawings, photos, and art depicting herself. She quickly runs away and Kamala is nowhere to be seen. Is this what Wong tells to Captain Marvel? Lives are about to get drastically different now. It's not clear who or what the rings are calling out to, but it could be a new hero from beyond the stars or a whole new threat entirely. That could spell trouble for a potential sequel or even be part of setting the stage for a future team-up movie like a possible Avengers 5. So what do you guys think about these quick cameos of this character? Can this be a potential step to bring many more Marvel characters, as well as characters that are owned by Fox and Netflix and Sony into Phase 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? This can give a platform for potential Phase 5 in the nearer future. At San Diego Comic-Con 2022, Kevin Feige announced that Phases 4, 5, and 6 would form part of the multiverse saga. Marvel Phase 5 begins with Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, while Fantastic Four kicks off Marvel Phase 6 in November 2024. There are also two new Avengers movies coming, Avengers, The Kang Dynasty, and Avengers, Secret Wars. So guys, we have come to an end with the super exciting video. Hope you guys enjoyed our video. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channels to get more exciting videos like these. Bye guys, see you all in the next video.